Every so often, I get notified in my Gmail that I have a new follower in my itch.io. So that makes me think how I'm getting a lot of followers, so they're probably checking my other games. But every now and then I think that I would like Eistrofolk to be on that itch.io page. But the reason why I don't have Eistrofolk, my passion project, up on itch.io is because when you first release a game on itch.io, it gets put into the new games tab, and so like it basically gets a boost. So I wanted to save that boost for like when the game has like a very great demo. That's why I explained it in my devlogs. I plan to make a perfect demo, and I'm still making that perfect demo. But then the other day I also had an idea where I have all of these other versions of Eistrofolk of my game that I've saved like as an archive. So I thought maybe other people would like to play the older versions as well. So here I have made the Eistrofolk archive. It's going to be an archive of like the most significant updates or versions of the game throughout its public release onto the internet. Eistrofolk is my passion project. I planned it to be a series of games, mainly 3 games, but I could settle for 2. I am currently working on the first one. The gameplay of it is derivative of Lisa the Painful, but the story and themes are very different. It's not as dark or as grim as Lisa, but it's still very adult. Across the versions, the idea of the story more or less stayed the same, but the writing itself and the characters drastically changed across the versions. I thought that it'd be interesting for those who want to see for themselves what the older versions of the game were like to see it. I'm currently working on the new build, which is different from all others, as I've remade it from the ground up once again. There have been other projects of this game that are way older. All of the ones here are just the ones that were exported, meaning they were in some way a playable experience on their own. If you're a subscriber of my YouTube channel, or you just see this, or if you are interested in anything that's Lisa related, I guess, you should check out the Eistrofolk archive. You can see that there are multiple versions. I put like some descriptions that you can easily tell like the unique things of each build. How about a build that I recommend? Of course, I'm gonna recommend the best build, 0.5.6. It is the latest version of the game that is like finished or like exported. I'm very proud of that build. Another build I recommend is 0.2.1. The next build after that, 0.3.1, is when they rebuilt the game from the start up again. So 0.2.1 is like a whole other experience from what the game is now. The story, it's kind of different. How the plot goes, how the story goes, it's different, and some details that I realized just could not work. So I remade the game after this. If you've played the demos that interested you, or played the demos I recommended, I update once a week on the game's subreddit, my YouTube channel, I guess my Twitter too, but like a Twitter account is a Twitter account. It's a personal Twitter account, it's not a business account, so you're gonna see other stuff in there. And the itch.io page for the Eistrofolk archive as well, I'm gonna be updating there once a week. I wanted to see Eistrofolk in my itch.io page because it is my passion project. The thought of people following me and not knowing about Eistrofolk, it doesn't sit right with me. So if you've never tried any of the versions of Eistrofolk, I'd be pleased if you try at least 0.5.6.
Like this video, I guarantee you Burger King ad. Watch. See? Grooming minors. What?